Good morning, everyone out there in YouTube land. 8 coming to you on Thursday, November 6th, 2025. So, headline from yesterday: FAA reducing air traffic by 10% across 4 high-volume markets during government shutdown. Okay, market. I have a problem with the use of this word. Y'all are going to say, Mike, get a life. Well, I do have a life, and I do want to make a point about the way that words are used in our lexicon in common parlance. All right, let's look at the old dictionary that I have, actual paper dictionary. All right, what does it say here? Market. First of all, Latin origin, mercatus, marketplace. It says here, okay, the first definition, the first exception, a gathering of people for buying and selling things, especially provisions or livestock. Is an airport a place where you can trade for cattle? I think not. Oh yeah, airports are definitely glorified shopping malls for sure. But the actual tarmac, is that a place where you see cattle running around? Do you see like tents and stuff? All right, so you're going to say, well, so here's another headline. This is more accurate. FAA cutting air traffic at 40 major airports by 10% amid government shutdown. Airports. All right, we all know what airports are. So what is my solution? All right, well, first of all, and I want to give another commentary going back to market. Basically, look, capitalism is great. However, at times we tend to reduce everything to money. It's all about money. It's all about money. Airports, again, it's just, they want you to spend all this money because it's a shopping mall. How many places in airports can the general public go and just be quiet and not have to listen to announcements and music and television? By the way, you can go to airport chapels. That's a place where you can go to get away. Not many places where you can go unless you're rich and have a club membership and go into their little places, which is fine. That's fine. You can pay a little bit extra money. But again, and I'm not dissing the airline industry. Actually, the airlines, I think, are getting better, and I think that the competition is good. The point is that I don't like the way that we use the particular words. That words have power. So, and it reduces things to just money. And basically, so the airports. Well, where are airports located in? They're either located within cities or or outside of cities. So let's go to my little bookmark here if I could find it. And let's go to the word city. City. All right. So it comes from Latin, civitas, and then also you look at civis, citizen, a center of population larger or more important than a town or village. All right. So essentially, what you have is that airports are located within cities. Cities are more than markets. Okay, when you go to what do you see in a city? Most of the things you see are dwellings where people live. That's their homes. That's where culture happens. Okay, so that's where the people are located. We are not just consumers. Okay, we are citizens, and that's really important. And politics aside, we all have a duty to be good citizens, not just consumers, okay? So when I go back to this about reducing air traffic by 10% across 40 high volume markets, that's what I'm talking about. That we are not just consumers. We don't live in markets, we live in cities. All right, that's all I've got to say. Over and out. You all have a peaceful day. Adios.